Hello everybody, I'm Mayor Jimmy Bury. It's been an honor serving Leesburg as an elected official, but it's truly been a distinct pleasure serving Leesburg as mayor in 2023. Much has been accomplished this year and much more work lies ahead. But before we move forward, I wanted to take this opportunity to revisit just a few of the highlights from 2023. So on behalf of the Leesburg City Commission, I'm proud to present this 2023 State of the City report.
It has been a year of transition for Leesburg as we have closed the door on nearly 10 years of progress and have begun setting the stage to ensure that Leesburg remains one of the best places to live, work, and play in the state of Florida. In 2023, the city of Leesburg has managed a number of complex issues, planned for the future, used public resources wisely, and is set to capitalize on opportunities which were planted with seeds from previous years.
I think if you had one word to wrap up 2023, that word would be year of transition. 10 years now being the city manager of the city of Leesburg, a lot of different things have been accomplished, and this year probably marks the first influence of a brand new commission on the agenda. In previous years, the commission was very aggressive about tackling quality of life issues, financial issues, and fiduciary issues. But then we accomplished a lot of things too, like the Venetian Center, like the Aquatic Center, the Teen Center, the Outreach Center. And then we can't be remiss to say the deal with the villages that I think is really a catalyst for a lot of the growth that we're seeing now. So now with the new commission on board, especially with the additions of Commissioner Berry and Commissioner Reisman, we've worked the last year to iron out and kind of, I think, get to know each other and come up with new goals. And so what you see in 23 is kind of a changing of the guard, finishing up some of those old projects and putting out a list of new agendas. And that's why it's a year of transition. 2023 has also been a year that the City Commission focused on removing blight and redevelopment. I think sometimes blight and redevelopment get overlooked, but there's a key element in community redevelopment, and there's a big effort underway to ensure that everybody in Leesburg is successful.
One of the most significant issues impacting Leesburg is managing growth. While growth can be complicated, managing this issue indicates that the economy around the Leesburg region is vibrant and strong. In preparation to handle the many subdivisions planned in the State Road 44 and South US 27 corridors, Leesburg has achieved a few major accomplishments this year. To begin, the city issued a $40 million banknote and broke ground on a project that will expand the capacity of the Turnpike Wastewater Treatment Facility from 4.5 million gallons per day to 6 million gallons per day. The project seeks to provide enough treatment capacity to handle impending growth needs for the next 10 to 15 years. Not only is the city prepared to handle more treatment requirements, but the commission formed a partnership with NVR Homes to shift the financial burden of construction of a major sewer bypass system, which will run from South Leesburg to the Turnpike facility, providing the collection needed to develop South Leesburg. This agreement ultimately ensures that the cost of the development is paid for by the developers and not existing ratepayers.
It's an exciting time for Public Works. The City of Leesburg is experiencing unprecedented growth, and as such, Public Works is designing and constructing the infrastructure necessary to facilitate and sustain that growth. While our utilities are taking the spotlight, Public Works is so much more than utilities. This growth affects all of our divisions, and we are doing the necessary planning and preparation to make sure that the City of Leesburg Public Works Department continues to deliver world-class service to all current and future residents.
On that note, the city is proud to share we are constructing new water distribution mains, a 1 million gallon water storage tank, and working with the St. Johns River Water Management District to expand the city's consumptive use permit. 2023 also saw the partnership that was formed between the city and the villages come to fruition. In late 2017, the city formally closed on an agreement with the villages to develop the villages of Westlake on approximately 1,500 acres of property formerly owned by the city.
The City of Leesburg continues moving forward with residential and commercial growth opportunities at a rapid pace. The city has carefully planned future growth and development using annexation, land use amendments, and planned zoning along the major corridors of US 27441, County Road 44, and County Road 470. And those end up in annexations, including 9 cases just in fiscal year 2023 alone that amounted to about 490 acres. We've had 19 large-scale comprehensive plan amendments, 17 planned unit development cases, and between all those, it created right around a bit over 11,000 dwelling units for opportunities for future growth. In commercial space, we've got approximately 2.5 million square feet, and then in industrial space, those cases represented about 611,000 square feet of industrial space. Within the office space category, we're going to have about 1.6 million square feet that are possible, and 1.5 million in institutional space. So in essence, the city is growing at a pace that has never been seen before in the history of the city of Leesburg.
By the end of the year, over 3,200 new Villages homes will be part of Leesburg, providing new jobs, additional commerce, and nearly $1 billion of new investment into the Leesburg and Lake County region. Economic development efforts expands beyond managing community development. The City Commission and Airport Advisory Board have continued to leverage the Leesburg International Airport as a hub for transportation and business development. With grant assistance from the Florida Department of Transportation, the city completed a $2 million main apron project, which makes the airport more user-friendly to existing businesses like Firehawk and Sun Air, while helping airport operations for visitors and pilots that call Leesburg home base.
Hi, I'm Tracy, and we're here at Leesburg International Airport. I'm manager of this general aviation airport, which is home to 130 based aircraft, helicopters, and private jets. Leesburg also sees quite a lot of business jet travel. In fiscal year 2023, there were more than 100,000 takeoffs and landings, which is an increase of about 30% over recent years. There is a huge demand for hangars in the state of Florida. Leesburg has multiple hangar buildings that are fully designed, and the airport has already secured partial grant funding towards construction. Additionally, an upgraded self-serve fuel facility is being designed, which will incorporate convenient amenities for the flying public.
The Leesburg International Airport also completed a major renovation of the main runway with $5 million in grant assistance from the FAA. And in an effort to promote commerce and economic development, a 10-acre parcel located at the intersection of 441 and College Drive is now under contract with Blue Rock Development, which will promote new commercial development in this rapidly developing eastern corridor of Leesburg. In fact, the 441 corridor also saw the investment from the very popular Chick-fil-A restaurant, as efforts are now underway to open the popular chain near Radio Road. Leesburg is very proud to be identified as one of Florida's 37 public power communities. To ensure that the premises of local ownership and local control flourishes in Leesburg, the electric department worked hard against many market forces to keep your energy rates low.
My name is Brad Chase. I'm the electric director here at the City of Leesburg. One of the things we pride ourselves on is getting lights back on to our customers. When we have major events like a tropical storm, we bring everybody in that we can to focus on, assess, and start the restoration process. And historically, what we found is we're able to get the lights back on quicker and safer than our neighbors in the investor-owned utilities. Looking to the future, we have had about 300 of our customers install rooftop solar arrays to help defray some of the cost of providing energy to their homes. From a utility perspective, we're partnering with Florida Municipal Power Agency. In 2025, we'll bring about 18 megawatts of our 100 megawatt load to the city will be sourced from those solar arrays.
Through our partnership with the Florida Municipal Power Agency, the power cost adjustment was dropped twice during 2023, and Leesburg now boasts some of the area's most competitive electric rates. Not only that, Leesburg also formed a new electric advisory board to ensure that all customers of Leesburg Electric will have a voice in how our public utility is operated. The amount of issues the city tackles can be mind-boggling, and sometimes managing the day-to-day does not get enough attention. So this year, we again wish to thank our public safety departments at the Leesburg Police and Fire for ensuring that our citizens and visitors stay safe.
2023 has been a great year for the Leesburg Fire Department. Aside from maintaining our highly proficient level of emergency response, we've had our training division aggressively working to train and prepare our firefighters for the challenges they might face in the future. We've also been working collaboratively with our partners at the county and with the medical directors to reduce the number of unnecessary responses to medical facilities for non-life-threatening complaints. This will serve to increase our fire units' availability and thereby prepare us to respond to emergencies more effectively.
2023 was a special year for us at the Leesburg Police Department as we celebrated our 100th anniversary. Additionally, our agency earned yet another reaccreditation from the state, enhancing our commitment to excellence in law enforcement. With 2024 on the horizon, we look towards growth. This year, we were able to add police service aides and crime scene investigators to our ranks to better serve our citizens. With the expected growth throughout the city, we'll be looking not only to add more sworn police officers, but civilian staff as well. These positions are needed to maintain the high quality of service provided by the Leesburg Police Department. As we approach 2024, we're eager to continue our partnership with the community in creating a Leesburg that is safer and stronger.
Performing the amount of service-oriented objectives that municipal corporations do requires earning the respect of its citizenry by being good stewards of public funds. 2023 continued Leesburg's proud tradition of being a good fiduciary. Leesburg continues to be recognized for its exemplary financial reporting, and over the past 10 years can show that assets in almost every fund have steadily increased. For example, the general fund reserve has increased at an average of 5% per year.
This year, one of our biggest achievements was the lowering of the millage rate, and that millage rate is lower than any time since the 1980s, and that's a big achievement. Our taxable value has increased over the last 6 years from 1.1 billion to 2.5 billion, and that allows us to do some really good projects for this city, and you'll see those taking place and in action out there under construction right now.
The year 2023 also experienced the city's commitment to redevelopment. Along Pine Street, the historic African American business community not only received the investment of the H.O. Dabney Aquatic Facility, but this year, the Pine Street Streetscape project got underway. This $3.5 million project, funded with American Recovery Grant funds, seeks to increase the patronage of this historic corridor with the investment of wider sidewalks, historic lighting, and additional parking.
We're really excited about some of the programs that we have going on, namely the Home Improvement Grant Program, where we partner with Habitat of Lake Sumter and Lake Community Action Agency to bring additional funding in addition to what the City Commission has allocated, which is $300,000 for home improvements in the Carver Heights Montclair CRA. And that program will allow us to make improvements to those homes, homes that have, they're older homes, so they need some improvements with weatherization, doors, windows, facade improvements, and it will help us to make improvements in that area.
In downtown Leesburg, the city made a few traffic modifications to enhance pedestrian safety, is completing a parking study, and experienced new private investment renovation efforts with the usage of the newly created Historic Downtown Building Redevelopment Grant. And this report would not be complete if it did not talk about a major development in the way in which Leesburg is promoting itself as the lakefront city. The City Commission is investing in sports tourism by planning major renovations to the Susan Street Park. Now in design, the city seeks to recreate Susan Street Park to entice sports tourism through the use of state-of-the-art rectangle sports facilities. With nearly $2 million in grant assistance from Lake County, this concept will focus on developing a sports complex for football, soccer, lacrosse, and rugby at Susan Street, and developing a gateway entry to this facility from US 27.
2023 was a very eventful and successful year for the Recreation Department. Recreation program participation increased by 15% over 2022, with basketball and soccer breaking records for participation. Leesburg's H.O. Dabney Aquatic Center and the Venetian Center continue to thrive. 362 participants completed swim lessons, along with over 21,000 visitors to the Aquatic Center. The Venetian Center had 1,810 reservations, with over 287,000 visitors in 2023. Sports tourism is booming in Leesburg, as we hosted 13 fishing tournaments from the likes of Bassmasters, Major League Fishing, and Florida Bass Nation. Softball continues to be all the rage at Sleepy Hollow. We hosted over 30 softball and baseball events, including a partnership with the Spring Games that brought 2 weekends of NCAA Division I softball and a full month of NCAA Division III softball to Leesburg. All told, these events brought in over $15 million in economic impact to the city of Leesburg.
And in Venetian Gardens, the marina will also see improvements with the construction of a new marina facility and adding wet slips. These projects primarily use grant money such as Lake County Tourist Development Council dollars and allocations from the American Recovery Act. Also, in regards to marketing Leesburg, this year, the City Commission created the Events Division of the Recreation Department and hired a new events manager so that new events and marquee events like Bike Fest will continue to promote our residents and tourists alike.
I'm Maggie Leiden, Special Events Manager for the City of Leesburg. I am thrilled to utilize my creativity and bring exciting, creative, and family-friendly events to the lakefront city in an effort to foster a sense of community amongst residents and entice people from all over Central Florida to visit Leesburg.
Stay connected with your local government and your community by following the City of Leesburg's Lakefront TV, the city's media outlet for everything you need to know in our lakefront city. Our 24/7 channel is available on Xfinity 22, Spectrum 497, or download our channel on Apple TV, Amazon Fire Stick, or Roku, or simply log on to lakefronttv.com. Also, be sure to follow us on all our social media platforms. Lakefront TV is here for you, wherever you are.
As you can see, 2023 has been a busy and successful year. The building blocks are set in place to continue Leesburg's growth and accomplishments into 2024. So I'm anxious to return to work next year with my colleagues. On behalf of the City Commission, the City Manager, and Leesburg staff, I wish you and yours a very Merry Christmas and a joyful, prosperous New Year. And to close off 2023, I'm proud to report that the state of our beautiful lakefront city, the City of Leesburg, Florida, remains strong.